And I do believe that David's writing in the Psalms, they put together for us this picture that he was surrounded, battled with, an anxious and a depressed mind. He was a troubled soul, we would say. Psalm 6:3, my soul is greatly troubled. Imagine that. But you, O Lord, how long? Waiting on the Lord to answer his prayer. Psalm 6:6, I am weary with my moaning. Every night I flood my bed with tears. I drench my couch with my weeping. How many of you have been there before? How many of you wondered if God has been listening to you? Psalm 13:1, how long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? How long would you hide your face from me? Psalm 22:1, my God, why have you forsaken me? Why are you so far from saving me from the words of my groaning? Oh my God, I cry by day, but you do not answer, and by night, but you find no rest. How many of you at some point have felt like your prayers weren't getting to God because you're still battling anxiety, depression, or some kind of invisible illness, some kind of mental health issue? Psalm 38:6-7 says, I am utterly bowed down and prostrate. All the day I go about mourning, for my sides are filled with burning, and there is no soundness in my flesh. I know that for some of you, battling your mental illness also gives you those physical sensations, the physical pain from deep within. And I'm thinking about that with David here. And Psalm 69 says, save me, O God, for the waters have come up to my neck. You ever felt like you were drowning? Drowning in sorrow, drowning in despair, drowning in anxiety? Just thinking you're going to go under? The interesting thing with David is, remember, this is the man that stood against the giant, that had great faith and said, God is on my side and I can overcome any evil that faces me. And he goes out there and he slays the biggest giant in the land. And yet he writes all these various Psalms about the anguish and the fear that he has in his heart. And he stayed on the run. He's constantly running and fearing from those that were his enemies.